Hey guys, what's up? I'm loving that new intro, Pete.
Oh, thank you.
It's What's Up Wednesday here with Jumpin' John. I'm gonna go classic today.
Okay, I'm gonna be pepper eating Pete
Ooh, sassy.
because it's true.
Diabetes Drew here.
That's right. You were gonna stick with that. I'm glad you stuck with it. Insulin levels off the charts this evening.
And for
Get at me,
for
people.
people who don't listen to Movie Monday, if they're listening to What's Up Wednesday, I want to apologize again because dragons invaded our studio
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. We had dragons everywhere.
Do you remember that one point where the dragon started to fly away and you were chasing that dragon, John?
I do.
And then we all watched Dragonheart together. It was
We
fun.
did. Strike, boy.
What a terrible movie! What a terrible movie.
Dennis Quaid.
You know, speaking of things being everywhere, we had a meeting about 2 weeks ago, and I live in a basement now, and
I know it's a really nice basement.
it is nice though. You know, I'm right by where my dogs go. So what happened was somebody had left a bag of shit by the window. Have both of you seen
Of
the
dog shit or like human shit?
dog shit? Like, because we clean it up and
Right.
and we throw
Right.
it away. Have either of you seen the Amityville Horror?
No.
Ages ago.
You remember the scene where all the flies are in the room?
Right.
My basement looked like that. It was just like hundreds of flies, and
Is there shit down there?
well, because it was by the window, so they must have
Okay.
gotten through the window.
Wait, so there
and
was
they
dog shit next to the window, and
they
then
just-
flies just kind of.
They found their way inside.
inched their way in, and it
So
was
maybe
just
the Amityville Horror, maybe the house wasn't haunted. It was just caked in shit.
yeah. It could have been. It could have been. I mean, it's just like I walked downstairs after
Also
the
in
meeting.
Long Island,
That's true. I've been to the
houses are
house.
lined with shit. I guess.
I've been to the house a couple times.
You've been to the actual horror house
Yeah, the Amityville
with the weird kind of double windows at the top.
Well, I went to it when I was younger, and it was still like that.
Mm.
But since then, they've changed it. And
Why
when
would they do that? Isn't it like a museum now or something?
No,
Someone
no.
actually lives there.
Somebody lives there. Yeah,
That's fucking creepy.
and they hate it. Like they have like a
Yeah, I would hate if my house was full of ghosts too. Are you kidding me?
No, they just hate it because people just love to come by and take
take
pictures,
photos.
and I guess they have.
And
some
then
kind
ask
of-
them questions like, "Is it really haunted?
Is
Like,
there
you
a
know?
dead guy with a head rolling around?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like with all the stories in it, why would they buy that house? Is the property value lowered or increased by like notoriety?
Well,
like
any house with murder in it is the value is properly lowered.
that? Mm-hmm.
You know,
So
because
someone actually was killed in that.
well, yeah, I forgot the original owner's name.
Do you think there's like a time cutoff? Like if someone was murdered like 500 years ago or something?
I think 500
Statute of
years.
limitations?
Yeah.
I think 500 years.
Yeah,
is
like
safe to
especially
say.
if you live in Europe or something. you know?
Well, everyone was murdered in Europe.
Because I've always lived in like older houses my entire life. Like I've never lived in a house that was like built after the 18th century. My parents just liked houses like that, so I always like wondered. In fact, we used to look at houses where during the winter, like when you'd bury your dead or whatever, it would be like too cold to go outside, so there would just be bodies underneath like stone slabs in the basement. We like looked at houses like that, and I was like, yeah, I think I wouldn't do that.
Oh, it was it was the DeFeos who had originally lived in the house in 75.
Defoe's?
Willem
And
Dafoe.
DeFeo, the DeFeos, DEFEO.
DeFeo.
Better-
Paisano.
better for the
And they, oh my god, they bought the house 13 months after the murders, and they bought it for $80,000.
So these are the ones who allegedly had the haunting.
Yeah, when they had to,
I know they got
run
like
out of
a
the house.
divorce right quick after that, like after they moved out of the house.
Probably. I mean, I'd be scared shitless if my
Yeah.
wall, like hands started coming out of my walls to
Yeah, and it's
grab
like,
me in
I
my sleep.
can't bang you ever again.
Yeah.
Especially not in
That's
this
what he
house.
said after the honeymoon.
Speaking
like
of
a normal man.
speaking of banging, Pete, how's your your dating apps going?
This is our weekly check-in.
Online dating.
All right, I'll tell you.
Weekly.
Okay, I've been revisiting OkCupid, as I said before, is kind of like my mainstay, and I kind of went back to it.
Yeah.
And I've been talking to this girl. It's going rather well.
You see a potential future?
She actually, we seem to have a lot in common. She's kind of wacky. She's a little young for my taste.
How
How
young?
young are we talking?
I-
16.
Yeah, like did I say OkCupid? I meant Van by preschool. It's going very well. No, she's 21, It's a little young for me. A little young for me.
How old are you again?
I am going to be 26 in the first week of August.
Oh, we're gonna have to go out and celebrate big.
Welcome to it. I'm not a big
welcome to hell.
celebrator of my birthday, believe it or not, but
See,
I'm down.
It gets to a point where you don't want to anymore.
Well, I've just never been like, oh, it's like my special day, like party for me. Like it just always rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know
Really?
why. Yeah.
You know what it is? It's not. I'm on the same page as you. Like I don't like all that attention.
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
okay, Cupid. That's the page you're referring to.
No. I'm talking about the birthdays. Plus, my grandfather died on my birthday, so it's kind of like
my grandmother died on OK Cupid. All the excitement. He's like, poo and the internet.
No, he died. He died on my my 18th birthday, so it's always been
I'm sorry.
kind of no problem. It was like 10 years ago.
Buy your first pack of smokes in his honor.
Yeah, I did.
Jerked off some porn in his honor.
Well, you know, there's a funny story. You know, when I was in film school, of course, everybody smokes a little bit.
Right. It's like the film thing to do, yeah.
So the best thing was my grandfather smoked Pall Malls, so I said, oh, what's the big deal? And I picked up a pack of Pall Malls, and, one of my...
Is that what killed him?
Well, he drank and smoked for 60 years.
Is he one of those old-time types like Kurt Vonnegut, and then he died from, like, falling down the stairs?
No. It's just like, after all those years, you just...
Died.
Yeah.
Just, like, collapsed sort of thing.
It was getting really personal.
No, I'm just curious. I
no,
mean,
but
dying's the one thing everyone does, and it's usually pretty interesting.
Well, no, it's just like he was just like 6 a.m. with his smokes and his whiskey, and he was just like, it's.
He's still going at 6 a.m?
I don't know if it was. I don't
party like a boss.
Yeah, but old people wake up at like 4.
That's true.
like I don't know.
It's like 3 in the afternoon.
I know that the ambulance was at his house at like 3 or 4 in the. I'm not 100% sure on the details. Like 3 or 4 in the morning.
That'd been great if he went out like he had been up like partying at 6 a.m. He was like,
Got home,
making an OK Cupid profile.
But yeah, I mean, he died on my birthday, and the crazy thing is I picked up a pack of Pall Malls, and one of my roommates had said to me was. He's like, why are you smoking Pall Malls? He's like, is that what your grandfather smokes? And I was like, my grandpa just died today.
Oh my god.
So that
Past tense,
was kind of
smoked.
weird. Yeah.
he had a kind of along those same
You should have
lines.
just ashed on his face right
Kind of
there.
along those lines. We had a
No. He was a good.
He
He was a
didn't
good
know.
guy. He was
Yeah.
one of my. We shot a lot of shit together, and we actually wrote the feature film that I have, Hot Wax.
Oh,
We
okay.
wrote that together.
And that's we borrowed a little bit of content from that. From
We
one
did
of our
borrow
shorts. Yeah.
a little bit of content from Hot
You
Wax.
did. You gave me the. You got to send me that. You gave me the lowdown. It sounds pretty interesting.
It is pretty interesting.
So yeah, Tinder is another. Not a page.
Wait,
it's an
I
app.
have a question. Since you're connected with Tinder, I've tried Tinder.
Okay.
They have all those cookies where it's just like websites and other apps will find their way to advertise on your Facebook.
Right.
Do you get that like thing on Facebook where it's like, oh, find like date like me or
No,
like all that other
Facebook-
shit?
Facebook seems to think that I want to be like insanely ripped. Like it's always just like it's like steroid pills, like they're going off the market in 2 days. Like,
Get
so it thinks I
yours.
want to do roids, and it also thinks I'm like really into the TV show. What's the one that keeps some TBS bullshit? It's something I would never watch.
Sullivan and Sons.
No, not
One of
even.
those shitty shows.
Yeah, something like that.
Some fucking Tyler Perry show. That
Yeah,
sucks.
no, it hasn't. It thinks I really like working out, which is weird because it's like I don't have any like workout apps or anything like that.
You know what it is? I have a bunch of workout apps.
Maybe
I
the-
have my Fitbit and
Maybe it's like when you join a gym or something, they just kind of log that.
yeah.
I don't know. It's creepy New World Order shit. I don't like it. But yeah, I've been using Tinder, and
Have you gotten any?
I have.
Any chats?
Okay, so here's the thing. I think I talked to you guys about this, that like for a while, especially when I first got the app, is I would just click yes indiscriminately to
everything.
increase my odds. Like it would still be the little circle loady thing, and I'd still just be clicking yes.
Right.
And
Which is a good strategy.
yeah, I thought so, but then I'm getting woken up at my phone at 3 a.m. with alerts from like fat chicks named Peggy, just being like 22 female. It's like feeling horny, like you want to come over, and I'm like, no, I work. It's so that's been happening.
But how if you were drunk enough?
Yeah, but then I got another. I don't know. I get to that point. It's true, but then it's like I think about traveling. I'm like I'm all lazy for like what? For like a shallow orgasm and just some chick who's like has Harry Potter tattoos or some crap.
I think I would have been a Gryffindor.
Here's a tattoo proving it. I'm smart. No, but then there was this girl who was pretty cute, and I was like, oh shit, and she was like texting me, and she's like, hey, have I talked to you before? And I was like, no. And she's like, okay, sometimes I forget. And I was like, that's kind of a weird sign. And then she's like, hey, like, she's like feeling like horny. I'm gonna change my panties. You want to see? And I was like, sure. And I was like, at first I was worried. I was like, is my like Tinder savvy not up to par? Because like, there's no option here to like put in a video thing. Like, I don't know if she's gonna do this. And then she's like, here, check me out on this site. And I was like, oh, I get it. Okay, so they've learned. But the weird thing is, you have to use a Facebook account to get that. So that means they like took some chicks' Facebook
I
friends.
got a porn like Facebook friend request the other day. So
Oh, I've gotten some of those.
Wait, a
before.
porn?
Yeah,
Well, it's like one of those things that's like it's Cindy such and such sexy face, and
and
it's
she's like in a
oh.
bathing suit.
yeah, and it's like her fucking titties hanging out, and it's like, oh, but come check out my website where I'm on cam, and
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
It's like when we've talked about porn a couple of times. It's like when you go.
It always goes
We
there.
talk about porn in our podcast. That's kind of becoming the theme. But
it's like when you go to those porn sites. It's like the girl who's a bot. It's like on a Facebook message window. It's like, hi, are you there? It's like, hello. And I just always want to type in like, I'm right behind you. Turn around.
but it's not even like a real chat box. Like, who gets fooled by that? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's just gonna like, it's an ad probably.
Here's some, I guess, in the spirit of things we're talking about. I get all the spam email from this one bot, and it's from this girl. Well, it says it's Adriana.
Oh, of course.
I'm gonna read the email to you guys now.
Lay it on us.
This is what John gets in his spam box. Babe, I guess you're not getting any of my emails, huh? I've been trying Trygin to email you so many times, but this damn laptop is such a piece of garbage and keeps freezing. Anyways, how you the letter been? In case you the letter don't know who this is, it's me in capitals. It's me. It's
Mario.
me. It's me,
Adriana.
Adriana. We used to chat on Facebook. No, we didn't. And
I
then,
remember you.
and then I think you deleted me. Unhappy smiley face. Haha. Anyways, guess what? I got two things to tell you. Both good news. One, I'm single now. Yep, me and my BF broke up.
Oh, thank God.
I'm sorry.
worried about that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You should have checked on
Adriana.
Facebook, you guys.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Adriana. I hope you don't gain 20 pounds during this post breakup. About 3 months ago. And two, guess where I'm moving? Right effing near you. That's
Does it actually say effing?
Yeah, it says effing. EFFING.
Nice.
Near
Classy
you.
lady.
LOL. You're actually the only person I'm going to know there. Well, 3 cousins too, but I can't chill with them. LOL.
I like it's like I can't chill with them. It's like there's some bad blood there, like some bad family history. That'll side of the family. They're like alcoholics. They stole money.
Like, I just want to know, like who the fuck, like, this is like fan fiction shit. It's like,
Letters to Pentax.
Oh yeah, I think at one point she mentioned like Cthulhu there or something.
it just, like, it goes on and on and on. But it's just like, I remember when we chatted, you told me you thought I was cute and you wanted to chill, so now we finally can.
John, you were laying it on thick that night.
Get it, boy.
I'm kind of scared to move. I'm hoping this email, Addy, I don't know what that means.
Addy?
An ad?
Maybe
Like what
maybe
this is?
she's trying to call me Daddy.
Oh. like
Is
it.
still the one you use.
I think this email daddy is still the one you use.
What if someone actually fell in love with the robot?
The one you
People
use,
do, dude.
and you can chat with
Sad.
me before I get there. Maybe even help me move my shit in. Thanks, Adriana, you backstabbing bitch. Are you still on Facebook? I couldn't find you. I was so confused. Anyways, I'm gonna need someone to show me the town and
This
take
is like
me out.
really long.
So you better be around, BB.
This is a spam email you got?
Yeah.
Jesus, people put so much but there's fucking assholes that fall for this shit, like on a regular basis.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just give me your credit card information. I'll go
Or
right over.
even YouTube like does this shit. Every once in a while you log into YouTube and it's like you've won a free iPad. That's like what the YouTube site itself, like the whole browser says that. It's like what the hell?
It's like those ads on Facebook now. It's like, we're giving away 30 free iMacs. We can't use them because they're open boxes, and they're literally just giving away the boxes. it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna win a free iMac. It's just like you get a box in the mail 2 weeks
That's
later.
ridiculous.
But listen to this. It gets even more absurd. She says she's not contacting me for sex, and that I'm the bomb.
What a loser.
Anyway,
This is weird. It's like
Anyway, here's
very
the
personal.
deal. Every month, Natalie, my boss, gives each of us 3 VIP codes to give out to whoever we want. So with this code, and then she tries to give me a code, and then she tries to give me a password, and then she says, want to come chat at my house one day and after helping me move in? I want you to see me in my chat room. Just don't give it out, or I'll kick you in the balls. Instead of lick you in the balls, when I see you, ha ha ha, K-babe, I'm out. Chat you soon.
Wait, now she wants to lick your balls? I thought she just wanted help moving in.
Yeah.
Just read the bottom of it.
Adriana's like
Can you
all
come
over
fix
the
my
place.
cable? What do you think is gonna happen next?
Chat you soon. Kisses Adriana. Free VIP bypass link. Click here. That's crazy. God, it's so long.
I know, right?
I can't believe someone would like read the whole thing. And her name is what? Adriana what? Let's see. What's the actual
It does-
URL?
it doesn't-
Just Adriana. Oh, yeah. This is my favorite part, though. It's like, it's just Adriana, who, of course, her email is rbcxednp@sengaltutbw.com. Yeah, that doesn't sound fake at all.
Thanks, Adriana. I'll be seeing you next
We
week.
should just start signing up bot emails for other bot emails, and then hope that like the universe implodes on itself.
Well, I think if we put two bots together, like you realize how fast they'd just be firing back emails.
I know.
Like,
that's
what-
I mean.
like, what do you
they
think
would
they'd
melt each
eventually-
other?
you
It's
think
like
so?
it's like when
They'd blow up.
It's like when
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum gave the ship the cold. You know, good
Another
reference.
Independence Day reference.
Yes, we were. Well, yeah, it's in our writer. We have to mention every time we're sponsored by them unofficially. Speaking of sponsors, let's take a really quick break, and we'll be back with more What's Up Wednesday.
This podcast is brought to you by Adriana.
Adriana at XPR. This is totally a spam email.gov. All right, we'll be right back. Hi there. This is Pete Mutino, Director of Podcasts here at the Midnight Radio Show. I'm here to thank you for continuing to listen to our podcasts, including our Movie Monday reviews, our Freeform Wednesday shows, and our soon-to-come sports retrospective podcast on Saturdays with columnist Nick Schaefer. It's my hope that you've enjoyed what you've heard so far, but I would like to hear from you. Please send an email to pete@themidnightradioshow.com. Let me know your thoughts, what you'd like changed, or even suggestions for a new podcast with subject matter you would like to hear. We can't make it a great podcast for you if we don't know what you want. So once again, thanks for listening, and I hope to hear from you. One last time, send your comments to pete@themidnightradioshow.com. And please, no spam emails. That's what my frickin' Gmail account is for.
Hey guys, we're back on another segment of What's Up Wednesday.
What's Up Wednesday?
This segment brought to you by Adriana.
Adriana,
Who wants
check her
to-
out.
I don't want to kick you in the balls. I want
So you're
to
supposed
lick
to, like-
you in the
You're
balls.
supposed to, yeah, I like how she parlays into that. It's like, and then it's like she's gonna give you a VIP bypass link, but there's still this like whole thing. It's like you're supposed to help her move her shit into her like house or whatever.
I know, right?
Sean's really good at that. He helped me move my stuff.
That's
So
right.
Yeah, but
you should go help her.
but
out.
you're
So
bro.
you linked him up with.
I did. I
You
someone was
rekindled their
asking- yeah.
their long dwindling Facebook chat romance.
She'd been trying to get a hold of you for like weeks, dude. Just saying.
I still like the idea of signing bots up for each other. It'd be great.
It's
Start melting.
you know, that's a nice thing. You don't really see bots on like those dating websites. But anyways, I want to move on to another part. You know, something I've been looking at, something
Okay.
I read this week. Do you guys believe in aliens?
Yes,
Really? Do
Yep.
you?
I do.
In
Pe-
what sense? Like them visiting eventually, or just the idea of intelligent life somewhere else in the universe?
The idea of intelligent life existing
yeah,
somewhere
absolutely.
else in the
I
universe.
think it's kind of selfish not to.
Well,
Did you ever see Contact? For
I-
God's sakes.
yeah, I have.
You know,
All
the ways to
convincing I
space.
need. Yeah.
You know, I was reading this week. I was on Reddit, and I God knows that not everyone's listening. And I'll start crediting users soon, and I'll put their names in the link. Maybe that's how we'll get hits. aside
That's
from
how
NSA.
people like Adriana find you.
Yeah, right. The moon of Mars, Phobos, is actually hollow.
What?
It's a hollow moon.
How's that possible?
I don't know.
I wonder how thick it is. Did they say?
Sorry.
Know what I mean? Like, could you just like jackhammer in it and then just be like stuck in the middle of a moon?
Yeah.
Or
Wait,
just
which moon is this?
Phobos.
What the fuck is Phobos?
It's the moon, one of the moons of Mars.
Oh, it's hollow.
It's hollow.
How'd they figure this out?
In the late 1950s and 60s, the unusual orbital characteristics of Phobos led to speculation that it might be hollow. Around 1958, Russian astrophysicist Losif Samuilovich Shklovsky, studying under the secular acceleration
Fuck
of Phobos' orbital moon, suggested that a thin sheet metal structure for Phobos. So the way it was rotating suggested like certain properties
Right.
led them to believe it's hollow.
And is it officially hollow now? Is it like a hollow man, like Kevin Bacon?
I love that scene where his dick's just swinging when
He gets naked in everything.
when they have the thermal. He doesn't get naked in Super though.
He was naked in
yeah, that's why it sucked.
Wild Things.
Did you see Super?
No.
Super was pretty good.
Dennis Richards was
Anywho,
naked in that
A
too. It was
hollow
nice.
moon.
but they can't like measure the moon.
It could be like the nerdiest hostess ad of all time. It could work.
Earth put it up there. The U.S. government.
Yeah, exactly.
And that makes that leads me to believe.
What, that our moon's hollow?
Fake the moon landing?
No, because
Totally.
then I saw something else in
JFK's still alive.
in 1977. That's one of the things about Stephen Hawking when he's talking. He talks about that we shouldn't be sending like human DNA out to space or sending radio signals, because if there is intelligent life, you know what that does? What are you doing?
I'm adjusting myself.
For all those keeping track at home, Pete
I
has
know.
his hand down his pants.
Stephen Hawking saying, "Don't put your hands down your pants, kids."
This is my house. I'll do what I want.
Stephen Hawking never said that. Because A, he can't do that. So it would be out of jealousy, so he knows it would be bullshit, so he wouldn't say it. And 2, he couldn't physically say it. He'd sound like Adriana if she were to talk.
Don't send out signals.
I will suck your dick if you help me move into my house.
This is great, guys. I mean, Stephen Hawking, what a dick. No, I think he said this about the WOW signal. Because in 1977 we received a radio signal from space that lasted 72 seconds.
What?
To this day, we don't know where it came from.
But is it just like noise or just like a signal?
One day when we eventually get up our linked up and our enhanced podcast, we can dump stuff like this in there. 37-year-old man named Jerry Amon was a volunteer researcher for Ohio State U, now defunct Big Ear Radio University. It was here that the giant telescope was scanning the skies on August 15th. In those days, any information was processed through an IBM 1130 mainframe computer.
Jesus Christ.
That's like fucking old.
It's the size of a fucking house, probably.
It's like something you had to like blow up in GoldenEye. But only on Double O Agent. Only on Double O Agent difficulty.
It printed onto a perforated paper and then examined by hand. It was by doing this that Amon, whatever his name is, spotted something extraordinary. A vertical column with the alpha numerical sequence 6EQUJ5.
Weird.
What
Sounds
if that just translated to shut the fuck up?
Yeah. Or it's just a really unoriginal Wi-Fi username. Just like the one that came with it. It's on
He
the
circled the
box.
sequence. Nobody knows where the signal came from, and nobody can... more than 3 decades later, the WOW signal is...
Sorry, it's diabetes acting up again. We gotta give him an EpiPen shot. Wake up, Johnny.
Is that how that works? EpiPen?
Probably
Yeah.
not. I'm not a doctor.
The WOW,
Stephen Hawking is.
the WOW signal is the first and potential evidence of communication with extraterrestrials, and it also remains one of the biggest mysteries in space or science ever.
That's crazy.
So it wasn't a sound; it was like a code.
They have audio of it coming in because I guess it would come in tones.
Is it that huge field of satellites like those guys got it?
It was at
Like in
Ohio
Contact?
State University. Some people think that it could be a possible explanation, like atmospheric twinkling. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's
Atmospheric twinkling.
I'm guessing maybe it's like when like Well, let's find out. We have internet today, guys.
we do. Air conditioning and internet.
You're
We
welcome.
stepped it up. Yeah, we can actually look stuff up. However, John's reading speed has not increased. Another great mystery of the universe.
Sorry.
That's insane, though. So we actually got like some sort of discernible attempt at a message from space.
Yeah,
And when was this?
1977.
Okay, so everyone forgot. Everyone was too busy like snorting coke. And
Freedom of Information Act.
You know,
man.
that makes me like, if Phobos, like the lamest name for a moon ever.
yeah, it's some Greek crap. It sounds like.
Yeah,
What if it's a Death Star?
it's hollow.
That is no
what the
moon.
fuck is
I don't know,
inside
but
it?
not. But
So
not
like the
totally.
Death Star in like the third one, like in Return of the Jedi, when they're still
Maybe.
like rebuilding it.
Yeah,
You think they would have I don't know.
what the fuck? Like, what would you do?
Somebody build the same thing. It's like, well, that didn't work.
What would you do if aliens came to fucking Earth?
I would kowtow to them and be like, "Oh, hey, new god!" Like, let's, because if you have the ability to get here with technology we couldn't even possibly begin to comprehend. I would immediately be like, well, there's not, whether they come in peace or war, like either way, it's like they are superior beings to us. So I'd probably lay out the welcome mat. Sorry, I'm not loyal to humanity. When I can see that shit, I'd be like, give me the knowledge that's in your enormous heads. I'll do whatever.
What about you, Drew?
First, I'd see if they were hot or not. If they were hot, I might try and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Would you try to fuck an alien?
I don't know. I feel like that'd be fun.
Well, yeah, but like,
Is that cheating?
But what if like you stick it in and your dick like dissolves?
Well, that's one hell of a fucking story. Am I wrong? Like I was the first person to try to fuck one of these things that came.
Yeah, you need like a proton condom.
But is
or whatever.
that cheating?
That's the name of my punk band in high school.
Is
I'm
that
not being
cheating,
original.
though? Is that cheating?
What do you mean?
Like if I have a girlfriend, if I fuck one of these aliens that comes to Earth, is that considered cheating?
No, because the sex is out of this world. I don't know. That seems like a weak argument, though, because if I were your girlfriend, which I'm not, unfortunately, I would be like, well, like it's like so. If like I fucked a goat, like that'd be cool, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like it's not the same species. That's what.
I think she'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I think she would.
Yeah, but
she's a very reasonable woman.
Yeah, but then what kind of STDs? What kind of STDs comes with like aliens?
Or get cured by putting it in there.
You think so?
It's like that Elysium thing where it's like cancer cells removed. Maybe that's like how an alien orifice talks.
Yo, Magic Johnson would be all up in that shit.
Yeah, but he already beat AIDS.
Is he clean now?
He's like AIDS free, I'm pretty sure.
No, really? Then why is he still so fucking big?
Because he has diabetes. That's why. It's yeah.
How many types of diabetes are there?
I think. See, once again, this is like us asking questions we should ask doctors, like into the ethos.
Well, I know there's type 1 and type 2.
Right.
Is there a type 3?
I only hear about type 1 and type 2. Maybe there is like a type 3 and it's really rare.
Maybe. So they're really big people.
I don't even know the difference between the two types. I think it's actually like what happens in
with
your
system.
Body.
Yeah.
I think the symptoms are almost identical. It's just like how your insulin is handled. It's just two types of like inefficiencies. I think that's my understanding based on like what I learned in health class in 7th grade.
Well, that's one
thing
I
remembers, and kudos for that.
I wouldn't want like something like diabetes or like epilepsy.
Yeah, there's a laundry list of things I don't want.
What's the number one thing?
Well, like I think for everyone it's like cancer. You really don't want that shit.
All right, this is gonna get really bad, and I'm sober. If you had to choose between one or the other,
between what, diabetes
cancer
or epilepsy?
No. Cancer or AIDS?
Oh, AIDS, hands down.
Really?
Oh my God, the treatment options are through the roof. In fact, there are certain doctors or scientists that are theorizing that AIDS isn't even really a thing. That HIV positive is a thing, but that it's lifestyle and just general health that like causes AIDS to exist. And it's really controversial. Like mainstream science is repelling it, but it's like, if you're out partying every night and you have HIV, like your body's gonna start to slowly crumble. But if you can like normalize yourself, you can kind of slowly like squander out the virus.
Okay.
So I'd rather have that than like it's like, oh, your body is making more like black evil things, like, and that's just like how your body's doing. So sorry.
What about you, Johnson? Have AIDS or just HIV?
He had AIDS. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he had AIDS.
He did have AIDS.
Full blown AIDS, I believe, is the it's the medical description.
AIDS. You guys ever see that Avenue Q?
That was Team America.
Family, wasn't that? Oh yeah.
Oh no, that was
Team America World Police. That was when
they're Team America.
That's when they're doing the musical Lease.
What's in? Don't they do that in Family Guy with the barbershop quartet guys?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Is it AIDS too, or is it something else? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Or cancer.
AIDS is so 2007.
That's what I mean. It's so retro.
Nobody gets AIDS.
It's a retrograde virus.
It'd be really like cool in Williamsburg if you were just walking around talking about,
I have a retrograde virus.
Yeah. That is so hot. Works every time.
Oh my god.
So to come back to it, so it's not cheating then if it's an alien, as long as she's down with it.
Pete, would you have sex with an alien?
If the alien asked me, I'm not gonna just like go up and like try and like like slick my hair back and like slide a drink of like space goo down the bar to the alien or whatever.
What would you try to do to woo an alien?
I wouldn't. It's like a superior being. You know what I mean?
What if it's like the
I'd be like-
aliens and Galaxy Quest that like can look like us when they just put a transformer on?
Yeah, I never get those two things. Like, A, why would aliens want to fucking live here when they're already like clearly better than us? And
Right.
two, why do we have this thing where we have like all our tanks pointed at them and it's like one general just being like those fucking things? It's like you know,
They wanna fuck
what's
Tony
this like weird
Shalhoub.
jealousy like factor? It's like the general's been watching too many of the movies that he's starring in. Like it's crazy.
You like you wouldn't try to be like, hey, you want to go out for some like hamburgers? Like they don't
Show
know.
you
Like they
better.
don't know. what
I'd just be like,
hamburgers
why are you here? Like, I'm sorry, that was way too forward. Like, do you want me to be your slave? Like, what do you need?
So you sound like you would like really just crumble really quick and just be like,
I mean, I'd try.
That's
to
it.
I'd put on like a face, but like anything they like asked, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? It's like they could probably vaporize all of us, you know, like with their minds or something. Yeah, I would just new God. I'd just be like, well, in fact, I'd be kind of relieved. I'd be like, oh, sweet, now it's like I have something to work towards, like that giant blue guy that like just showed up. That's Space Jesus, and I'm down.
Robot Jesus?
Well, until Robot Jesus comes, but
and
you
saves
know.
us all.
But if the aliens come before 2020, we're in deep
fuck
shit,
it.
guys.
Yeah.
All right,
Hurry up, Robot Jesus.
hurry up. That's our message. We're hurrying up to the end of this podcast. So we're gonna take one last little break. And,
oh come on, I want to know what you would do with the alien. I'm so curious because you just seem so like you seem so timid. Drew, what would you do? Would you like fight them or fuck them or?
How'd you fight them? Like, you know what I
Can't
mean?
fight them. Might as well fuck them.
Like what? Like would you take?
Can't
would you
fight
take,
it, fuck it, or eat it.
What would
I'm
you?
not, like,
Wait.
interested.
One more question before we take the break. Like what?
America.
Like if aliens came to Earth, if aliens bar none came to Earth and were like, we want you to introduce us to two things that make your life happy
Sex
and blissful.
And
No, let's assume they know about sex
okay.
because they had to mass produce the race somehow.
But maybe they don't do it that way.
That makes us happy.
Yeah.
So I would give them sports and either booze or weed.
Okay.
Pete.
Drugs and recreation. All right. I would give them. Jesus, what makes me happy? God, pass. No. I think I would show them like a really great, like well-renowned film, like you know what I mean, like
Citizen
something,
Kane.
yeah, or like like The
Forrest Gump.
Godfather or Independence Day, something topical for them to relate to, and then. I think I think I'd take them out for like a really good cheeseburger, assuming they don't eat with like tentacle buttholes or whatever the fuck they're packing. That's the thing. It's like we always assume they're like humanoid and pristine. It's like what if it's just like this like all intelligent like octopus monster? It's like, and you're like, oh god, this thing figured out intergalactic travel. That would be a nightmare.
I think I would take them to a strip club and
Okay.
the top of the or the beach. I'd take them to the beach.
But would they appreciate titties as much as we do?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're not gonna want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they're not like.
Well, I don't know. Where are we? Like, we're just. I don't know why like having sex with the alien was the first thing we went to. Like, that would be the furthest thing from my mind. That'd be like the last thing I would think about.
Sex with aliens.
I get scared if a girl's from like uptown. You know what I mean? Like it's just from like another planet. Like, are you kidding me?
Wow, you have a lot of piercings.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my god.
She said she didn't like her dad. That means I'm wearing a condom. You know what I mean? On that note, let's take one last little break and we'll come back and we'll get you through this hump day by humping aliens, I guess. We'll be right back.
Do you ever feel like you're alone? Do you ever feel like no one really understands you? You're just wondering what keeps you going. Well, I've got a crazy idea. Scroll to the top of our Facebook page and like Midnight Treehouse Productions. Will it help your loneliness? No. But you should do it.
Getting you through this hump day. It's What's Up Wednesday. We're drawing to one of our sad closings. We hate leaving you.
Alien sex.
You're almost through the week and we're almost through talking about alien sex.
Feels so good.
We went from tonight. We learned so much. We went from Amityville horror to dating to Phobos.
We cover a lot of ground in this show.
we did. We
And
did
it's about to go full circle.
to having
Yeah.
sex with aliens.
Yeah, we're. If I knew anything about basketball, I'd be insert really good defensive team here. We cover that much ground. Soon to come Sports Saturdays. Actually, I do want to say that it is coming up soon. It's I'm very excited about it. We'll have a actual columnist who blogs for the White Sox.
Nice.
And it's going to be kind of, if you ever heard like a podcast like Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, it's like going to be, single, one guy talking, but it's going to have still kind of a humorous edge, but it's actually going to be pretty informative, not like this schlock that
Kind
you're
of like
listening to.
a Colin Cowherd type deal.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be like NPR with kind of a bit more humorous twist.
All right.
But I read over the first manuscript and I learned a lot about racism in baseball that I had no idea what was going on, and it's actually fascinating.
Really?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be worth
talking about this
listening.
on the podcast.
Yeah, it's a true like almost essay with him reading it. So it's going to take a while to record, as you can imagine, but it's going to be pretty cool. So I definitely recommend everyone just keep checking out the Facebook page and the website.
Do we have a website
When it gets there.
when it officially materializes?
Yes, exactly. It may have even happened by the time you're listening to this, but don't count on it.
We need the aliens to help us. What's Jay-Z's album called?
Jay-Z's
4th
coming
of
out with an
July.
album.
Yeah,
Or
Jay-Z-
he came out with one.
he
on
just
the
came
album.
out with one on the 4th of July because he's a badass. Apparently.
Is it called the 4th of July?
No, it's called. It's released on the 4th of July. It's called the Magna Carta Holy Grail or something like
What
that.
the fuck? You know what I learned? Sorry to cut you off real quick. We actually didn't sign. The U.S. didn't sign the Declaration of Independence on July 4th. They signed it on July 2nd.
Yes.
So why the fuck
So
do we
why is
celebrate on the 4th?
Why is it the 4th? Then?
Because that's like when they like basically like the convention approved it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like everyone signed it, and because it was like a bunch of guys in a room. It's actually, if you ever watched the HBO miniseries John Adams, it's like it's awesome. But like a lot of guys just sitting in a room like tapping their cans, being like, here. And it's like New York will not approve when we're on the front lines. Look at the British. It's like, it's like a lot of angry.
So what's so special about this Magna Carta Holy Grail?
Like
Well,
Magna Carta.
Other than the fact that it's got to be epic, which it probably isn't. But he released it for free through.
I think the
some-
Magna Carta
some
was written
app.
by aliens. That's just a little side thing.
Could have been while they were.
What is
fucking.
it? The Magna Carta is French, right?
No, I think it was found in like England. It's like one of the oldest.
Is
Right?
it like the Dead Sea Scrolls?
God, we're idiots. I don't know why.
We are.
You will not learn anything from this
I'm
podcast.
not
But
a his-
continue.
I'm not a historiologist.
We are so misinformed.
I have so little knowledge to give to people. It's just stuff that I've heard other people say, and I just kind of regurgitate it, like, but half remembered. Anyway, Jay-Z is the new album. That's something more my speed I can talk about.
Well, no, because he essentially is giving it away for free, which is something that Radiohead had done in the past.
For In
and-
Rainbows, right?
In Rainbows.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
what do you guys think about guys, just giving away music online? Since basically everybody snags
I think
it all
it's the
anyway.
way to do it now. It's like, listen, it's like going to be free anyway if you want to be a dick about it. But if you like me as an artist, pay me whatever.
Right.
Here it is. You can get it on this site. But
Well,
you
it's not 10 years ago. Who the fuck buys CDs anymore? Like,
exactly.
Well, like digital down, like on iTunes.
but this is this a donation sort of thing though?
I think it is. I think it's a pay what you want.
Because I prefer
type deal.
like Louis C.K. did the right thing where it's just like $5 and he made a
On
bunch of money.
iTunes, yeah,
but I
no
love what
DRM.
Radiohead did those years ago. Like it was literally just like give us what you want.
You-
Like,
you
it's
could-
like
you
we
could have
suggest
paid-
we suggest 15 quid. I mean, it was like 15 pounds or something. But you can give them literally whatever you want.
you know what it is that shows? Let's just be fucking honest. These artists, Jay-Z and Radiohead, they have just bank vaults full of money, and it's
Right.
just, why do they need to go out and sell another album for $19.99 or $15.99?
Yeah,
He's
they
gonna-
are
he's
make
gonna
so
make
much
all
touring.
his money touring anyway.
Well,
Right.
Like stupid money.
It's not like he owns the fucking Barclays Center or the Nets.
Yeah.
Either.
Well, he doesn't own the Nets anymore, but he owns.
When he sold them the past couple weeks,
yeah,
right?
But he still owns he's a partial owner of the Barclays Center.
Yeah, I mean, I went to a Nets game back in November before I met all you assholes. And it's just, that place is just, I mean, you realize how much, I realize that there's an overhead cost and that there's a lot of money that has to be brought in to pay employees and
Right,
bills
right.
and all that jazz. But you know how much that place probably fucking makes?
Oh, stupid.
Probably shits money.
Between parking and tickets and
merchandise.
Yeah, but,
and food and
Yeah, I mean, I do think there's something to be said if you make an album and you think of it as your art that like you should expect to earn it. But I think it's like really a good artistic approach to say, give me what you are willing to spare or / what you think
Right.
it's worth or.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
You know what I mean? Because then, like, other artists, like, if you start doing that, and let's say you're Jay-Z, maybe, like, Kanye West gives you $2 million for your CD, and brags about it, obviously. But, it kind of gets this whole buzz going
That's
about
true.
it. I like it. It kind of builds... It's almost like more community building rather than, like, commercial. And I
absolutely.
I dig
I think that kind of not... I don't want to say crowdfunding, but it's just that kind of, like... Wait, you gotta leave that in there. That was our classic. Classic.
that. Well, it's because
Country music.
I keep it at the bay at the very end of the episode, and
We're
we're running
go-
so long that, like, that's just...
Is that the wrap it up music?
we could keep that as a constant
No, I
going
just-
thing. To wrap it up, it's like, oh, there's the Southern twang, and wrap it up.
I think crowdsourcing, like crowdfunding stuff, is great. I mean, a bunch of video games companies have this thing called the Humble Indie Bundle, and what they do is they'll bundle like 5 independent games put together by like 5 to 6 man studios, and then they'll give all the money to charity.
Oh, nice.
That's
So
awesome.
it's really like cool stuff.
Yeah.
And Johnny loves a good charity, as we know from his barbecue.
Mhm.
He invites
But- and
all his friends.
friends.
Oh
it's,
man,
it's too far gone now.
He loves all of you.
It's too far gone. But
Yeah.
anywho, we should
we
start
should wrap it
wrapping
up.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me you cut the music. See now
I didn't.
now
No, I
have
didn't.
To leave it
It's
in.
in there forever.
Great.
No, I gotta leave it in. We were talking about it.
I know, right?
You guys sealed its fate. If you guys enjoyed the Wrap It Up music, please write us in. You can reach me at pete@themidnightradioshow.com. I'm going to be getting these 2 kids some emails as well.
About
So
fucking
definitely
time.
Check it out.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Have a wonderful weekend.
guys.
Enjoy the weather. I hope you guys get out of some barbecues or something
Stay
like that.
hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Keep your fluids up. You're going to need it for when we fight the aliens. Or fuck them or whatever.
Guys, thanks for listening. This has been another portion of What's Up Wednesday. And if you have anything you'd like to hear us discuss, drop a line in the thread, and we'll definitely look into it and sound a lot more educated than we did tonight.
Absolutely. Get through the week. You're almost there.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Yeah.